Hello, hello, hello. Well, what I want to talk about today, now if you watch my other video, I gave you 10 things to not do during the quarantine. So if you haven't watched that video, then and yes, I was trying to be funny in that video, okay? If you haven't watched that video of 10 things not to do during the quarantine, go watch that video. So today I got 10 things to do during the quarantine. Actually, I don't have 10. I'm gonna just give you a few tips right now. Now during the quarantine we have been inside, so you can get up at leisure. Even if you're working from home, I'm sure you have a certain time that you're supposed to sign in and start, working. If you got children at home, I know there's a certain time you get up and start their lessons. So we can start to slack off. We can be up in here. First of all, we can stay in our pajamas all day. You may be sitting up here halfway up with a suit and tie on or some kind of jacket, and the bottom is some sweatpants and some flip-flops or no shoes. So basically we kind of been like kind of relaxed. So don't let that relaxedness take you over. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. I let the relaxedness had already taken me over before the quarantine. I was already up in here wearing my same night clothes 3-4 days at a time because that's my comfort zone. By all means, be mindful. Make sure you still have your routine where you get up and see about yourself. I personally, all my wigs that I have, which I have quite a few wigs, my wigs hadn't been seeing no love. Give you a funny story. I got up in here and washed my wigs real good, and they're synthetic wigs. Like, not one of my wigs is a human wig at all. They're all synthetic wigs, very cheap wigs, but they can take a certain amount of heat. My wigs got in there when I washed them up and then started curling them. They was like, what's going on? What? Y'all, I'm telling you. Then I got up in here and I got on just a binge. I was just up in here washing all my wigs and curling them and all of that. And then I say, well, Lord, I can't sit up in here with no freshly washed wig on. And I said, I ain't got no makeup on or nothing. I said, I don't want to put it on because I'm just inside chilling. He said, well, go ahead on. If you're going to be doing all this other stuff and seeing about yourself, go ahead and do that too. So what I've been practicing on doing, it is very early morning. I've been practicing on getting on up, getting my little shower over before I come like a musty goat or a little stinking piglet. Any little things have a little odor. I've been getting on up in here doing my pampering and washed all my wigs and been curling them. Look at that. Look at the curls. Basically, and I've been playing around in my makeup because I have a lot of makeup. I'm always experimenting with makeup. So I was like, hey, let's just make it fun. And I'm trying to be funny in this video, but I do mean it too. Sometimes we can just start to let ourselves go, stand in our pajamas, eating all day, which is very hard. I've also been exercising. Now right now I ain't doing but 5 minutes a day, but I'm gonna be up in that starting today. It's gonna go to 10 minutes a day. Believe it or not, even 5 minutes is hard. When I started doing my 5 minutes, I was like, I can't do this, Lord. I can't even lift my knees. I can't do this. And I was basically in here walking around. Now, since I've done it, believe it or not, it's like something is saying, get up, do your walk, stretch your legs, walk back and forth. So now I'm walking more. I'm going to up my little exercise to 10. And by the end of this week, I'm going to have that up to 30 straight minutes. I'm going to put on some type of TV show that's 30 minutes. And I'm going to be walking in place that whole time, exercising and moving around. So let's keep ourselves going so we don't mess around and get up in here and we come out after the quarantine. They be like, we got some new neighbors over there. We don't know who that is. Is we gonna be to let ourselves go. We gonna be to gain so much weight. We took no baths, no showers. We ain't even cared about what we look like no more. We just up in here, and then you know how they show in the movie where when everything is over, you drag out, you look around, you can see the light, and you're like, it's over. You come out and they be like, we got some new neighbors because we done let ourselves go. So all jokes aside, I hope you see the humor in it. It's a time to have fun, Time to create new recipes in the kitchen. Time to get up, see about ourselves, fix up, play, dress up with your children and grandchildren or whatever. Just make it fun and just make it where you're doing some things that you would have never even done. Just some good old free downtime and just enjoying yourself, period. Just every day seeing the positiveness in it, because we watching the news and we seeing the stuff as it happens every day. We may be personally affected by it also in our families or friends, that they may have gotten sick from the virus or they may have even passed away. So let's not take it in light or, be anything be misconstrued, taking it too lightly. No, by all means not. But let's also be thankful and grateful and share the positive side of it too, that if we're still making it, day by day, then the Lord wants us to get up, praise him, give joy, be thankful and grateful, just as we would in any other time. And this is the time to do that and not to just let ourselves go or let our faith go. All right, you guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to go find me a few more wigs to curl. This one turned out pretty good. Look at that body. And like I said, these synthetic wigs, they making these synthetic wigs. I paid $17 for this synthetic wig. They're making these wigs so good that you can actually go up in there and do a roller set on them. Just dip it in some hot water. Or like with this one, I just took my little old curling iron and curled it up. And I've left it curl for about probably 3-4 days now. And this is the results. And this is that same tired wig that you see me wearing, where it's brushed back. Been wearing it for probably about a year. But that's what, just washing it in extremely hot water, let it air dry, and then just curled it with my little curling, iron. So I'm going to go on and pull out. I got about 100 wigs. I'm going to go pull out the other 80. And I'm going to go ahead and start working on them too. Okay. So, all right. Everybody enjoy. Hope you're having a great time. And what I mean by that, your great time is because you're going to be thinking with a great mind. Don't be worrying. Don't be stressing. By all means, keep praying. Stay in faith, because God is still good to us. All right. Enjoy your day and be blessed.